Karen Whitmore's perfectly manicured fingers trembled as she clutched her clipboard, watching through the Hendersons' fence slats as a massive buffalo emerged from their backyard pool like some prehistoric beast ascending from the depths. Water cascaded from its woolly hide while a woman in a floral bikini scrubbed behind its ears with what appeared to be organic shampoo. "This is it," Karen whispered to herself, fumbling for her phone. "This is how I finally get rid of these people." For 3 years, the Hendersons had been the bane of Karen's existence as president of the Meadowbrook Heights Homeowners Association. Their wildflower garden, weeds, according to Karen's violation notices, their refusal to maintain regulation lawn height, and their habit of hosting loud barbecues had made them her #1 target. But this was beyond even her wildest enforcement dreams. The buffalo snorted contentedly as Mrs. Henderson worked lavender suds through its matted fur. Karen's mind raced through the HOA bylaws. Livestock were prohibited, obviously. Pool contamination was a health hazard, and bathing large mammals in residential pools had to violate at least 17 different municipal codes. "Excuse me." Karen's voice cracked like a whip across the yard as she marched through the Hendersons' gate, her sensible heels clicking against the wet concrete. "What exactly do you think you're doing?" Mrs. Henderson looked up with infuriating calm. "Oh, hello, Karen. Just giving Beaumont his weekly bath. The drought's been hard on him." "Beaumont?" Karen sputtered, gesturing wildly at the creature. "That's a buffalo. In your pool. This is a residential neighborhood, not a ranch." "He's actually a bison," Mrs. Henderson corrected pleasantly, scratching under the animal's chin. "And technically, he's registered as an emotional support animal." Karen's eye twitched. Emotional support animals are dogs and cats, maybe a bird, not farm animals that belong in the Wild West. "Well, that's where you're wrong." Mr. Henderson appeared from the house, carrying a towel the size of a top. "Beaumont's paperwork is all in order. ADA compliance, you know." The bison chose that moment to shake itself vigorously, sending a tsunami of soapy water across the pool deck. Karen shrieked and stumbled backward, her clipboard flying from her hands and landing with a splash in the contaminated pool. "My forms," she wailed, watching her carefully documented violations sink to the bottom. "Don't worry," Mrs. Henderson said cheerfully. "Beaumont's very clean. The water's probably safer now than before." As Karen stood there dripping, her perfect bob plastered to her skull, something shifted inside her. The familiar rage was there, burning hot and righteous. But underneath it was something else, a cold, calculating fury that made her suddenly very still. "You know what?" she said quietly, her voice dropping to a dangerous whisper. "This means war." The Hendersons exchanged glances as Karen straightened her shoulders and walked away, leaving wet footprints on their deck. They had no idea what they'd just unleashed. Behind the fence, Karen was already planning her next move, and this time, she wouldn't be coming alone.